watching Roots too. Yeah. Roots is really interesting.
My parents live in India.
Yeah.
They come for 3 months.
Really have enjoyed this remake of Roots. They did a great job. Great job on this. Right. My mama said she's gonna buy me a car seat today because I'm becoming a car rider. Rocky. This bottle right here is the ish. It's the ish. Y'all, let's see what I'm talking about. There's the final look. Better than banana powder and NYX banana powder, okay? 2 thumbs up. At an outlet mall, really. I came back home and I'm laying in the bed waiting for my conference call with my sisters for show. This is my favorite new filter on Snapchat. Bump the dog in. I like this. It's like an instant ring light. You feel me? Instant. Alright, y'all. For those of you who don't know, I'm about to get me a glass of sangria, a big glass, and fill it all the way up just like Jasmine do. And then I'm going to burp just like Jasmine do. And I'm going to gulp the glass of wine down just like Jazz. Hey, y'all. I done had me a glass of sangria and I'm just whipped, y'all, and whipped. I'm in the bed early. I had to pick my little pink bitch up because she was laying on the floor. I had to get her. Tell y'all, right? You know how to treat the bitches. Yeah. All right, y'all. I gotta get me a big old glass, just like Jazz. It's a big old glass, just like Jazz. Oh, I didn't see my crown, so I had to go find it. Salon. Hey y'all, sorry, yeah. Don't think a girl did an outfit change, because I promise you, I didn't. I didn't do no outfit change. I didn't, y'all, I didn't. Hold up, I'm trying to adjust the seat, so hold up, I'll be right back. Okay, we are in business. Okay? Because I didn't want to stand up and talk to y'all. Because I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm pulling a Jasmine tonight. I ain't fill it all the way up to the brim because I don't want to waste good sangria. But it's filled. Y'all don't never see my glasses full. But I thought while I'm talking to y'all tonight, I might need a glass. Because, yeah, I am sober free. My first glass of wine. Bye.
You look tipsy.
But I'm not. It's my first class. Y'all was clowning Jasmine earlier on Snapchat because it seemed like I've been doing homework all this week with Jasmine. You know, I have been her creative spirit, naming projects and, you know, calling out, you know, pros and cons and shit. Yeah, I've been doing homework. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I told her, when you get your degree, it needs to read Jasmine S. Long. Side note, Stephanie Long, honorary graduate. Because, yeah, I helped get that degree on more occasions than one. Okay? Anywho,
What?
I told y'all that I would elaborate more on the question. They don't want me to talk to y'all. Right? Rocky, come sit your ass down. Sit down. Sorry. I'm always apologizing for him. Okay. Let's discuss a couple of things, okay? First, let's talk about the gorilla. Okay. Yes, I agree with some of y'all by saying the gorilla, you know, a lot of that could have been avoided if the parent was watching their child. Completely understand. Y'all, when my shorties was young, and even with my nieces, because they're, let's see, Kayla's old enough, but like Asia, Rome, and Omari, nah, player. When they're out with me, Auntie Steph, child, if they got to hold my dress or hold my purse and I say, you bet not let go of it for dear life, you bet not let go of it, okay? You better hold on to it as if your life depended on it, because nobody wants to get with Auntie Steph. Ask them. Check my track record. All the kids love me, but they also know Auntie Steph don't play that. Ask Asia. She'll give you the rundown.
Don't touch my iPad, don't touch my MacBook, don't touch my camera, don't touch my iPhone, don't touch none of Auntie Steph's stuff. Because you'll catch a whipping real quick for it.
They know. So, yes, I agree with y'all. The mama definitely should have been watching her child. And I definitely agree with how the zoo... I told you I was going to be burping like Jasmine and everything. Excuse me, my bad. That is so not ladylike. That was a tribute to Jasmine, so I must take a drink. So long. Anywho, the zoo is responsible for that as well. So I agree wholeheartedly. It should not have been that easy for that child to get down there in the gorilla bin. Like, really. So definitely, I definitely think the mother and the zoo should both be held responsible. However, at the time, y'all, they still had to do what they had to do. Because we be having a whole nother conversation if the baby had got killed by the gorilla. It'd be a whole nother conversation. Clearly. And if they had kept the gorilla alive. Clearly. So then, if we would have been having that conversation, the gorilla would have more than likely have been killed and we would have lost the child. So thank God we didn't lose the child. So I just wanted to clear that up with y'all firsthand. I'm not disagreeing about that. You know, some of y'all said, you know, if the mama would, if she knew her child was like that, she should have had that baby on a leash. I'm agree. It's not a look that I like to see. However, like you said, if you know your children and you know they good for walking and running off, you need to know how to keep them with you. And furthermore, I agree. Kids get snatched. Do people like forget that kids get sold into human trafficking? Like, that shit is real. Let's just go on and face it. That's why I be real picky about where my children go. Especially, you know, my Jada. She may think, oh, mommy don't let me do anything. Mommy doesn't let me go anywhere. I'm protecting your own interests. We just moved here and it's been a year and we don't know the area that well and we don't know people that damn well. So excuse me for trying to protect you. Anywho, moving on to the next. Second topic of discussion. Do y'all see the speed? Do y'all see the speed used with air spun? Y'all, I could do a commercial on this doggone powder. This is the ish. And like, I must tell y'all, like, I have not like been like oily. I haven't been like, you know, having to do a whole lot of blotting and A1. 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. Okay, I'm trying to answer a lot of questions that some people was having the past couple of days. Let's see. Oh, somebody asked me this. This was in the vlog a couple days ago. Okay, this is when we was having real talk about sex, relationships, and shade. Okay, somebody asked me about, do I believe sibling rivalry is real? And if I have experienced it. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 different scenarios. One with a stepsister, okay? And I'm not mentioning anybody's name because like I told y'all, I don't know if they watch my channel or not. And if they do, this is how I feel. And the only way to change the way I feel is to change my perception of the situation. And that's real talk, okay? However, one of my stepsisters, I just have always felt like she has been on and off with me, on and off with me. And why? One minute she loved me, next minute she can't stand me. And y'all, I made a big move last year. And this was like around my birthday. And when I tell y'all, I'm somebody who is constantly trying to free themselves of baggage. And a huge piece of my baggage definitely involved my DNA. For those of you who I knew and don't know who the DNA is, it is my birth father. I do not address him by that title because he has not been that to me. Hence why me and my half sisters and brother, we don't like mesh well, because the story and the situation, how they see it, is completely different from me being that outside child. I'm the oldest, let's not forget that. Me being that outside child that didn't get raised in the house with them, they see it completely different than how I did. And for this reason, I gotta give y'all just a little bit of history. Growing up, I remember this, and I have not been brainwashed by my mother at all, period. This is how I feel, and the emotion that I have carried in the past all result from how the DNA has made me feel. Therefore, hence, there is like a strong wedge between me and my half siblings. And so, if they watching, this is a perfect opportunity for them to see firsthand how I felt. And I'm going to tell y'all, there has been many occasions where my mom and dad have went to court, like fighting for like child support and fighting for visitation rights. And he would get these rights. He would win them. And I can't tell y'all how many times I have sat on the porch of my grandmother's house because that was the neutral meeting spot. How many times I have sat and waited and been disappointed? Many, okay? I have asked for things from him for my birthday, for Christmas, and I always felt like I was never good enough to get the real thing. I remember when Cabbage Patch Kids first came out, and I had to be about 10 or 11 years old. Possibly 10. And I remember my mama, when they first came out, y'all already know my mama was a single mother. When they first came out, my mama went and stood in that line at she went and stood in that line at Zayre's, okay? Stood in that line for hours on hours, and this stuffed doll that smelled like baby powder, okay? She stood in line and she paid $100 for this doll because this was something that I wanted. Now, he knew that I wanted one of these dolls too. And y'all, I remember the morning I woke up that Christmas. I remember the emotion I felt because I knew my mother's struggle. Like I said, I was the oldest, so I got to see a lot. And at that time, it was 3 of us, okay? And I opened that present, and of course, you know, we get lots of clothes and shoes and stuff like that, but that was the one toy item that I wanted, and it was there. Y'all, I remember like it was yesterday. Her name was Vanessa. She had a lavender and purple flowered little dress. She smelled so good, okay? She had the little bald head. She was a preemie, and she belonged to me. She had the Xavier Edwards stamp on the booty, all of that, okay? But later on that afternoon, my father came to my grandmother's house, and he pulled up in his truck, and he handed me a gift. And this is how he handed it to me, y'all. Presentation is everything, okay? He handed it to me in like a plastic grocery bag, okay? It was a knockoff Cabbage Patch Kid. She had pink hair. That don't sound like a real baby, right? Maybe in this day and time, because everybody wearing different color hair, but not back when I was 10, okay? Y'all, pink hair, no stamp on the booty. She ain't had a smell. She didn't come in the box. She just was in a plastic, plain, brown bag, plastic bag. That's what she was in, with some used, thrifted boots. Now y'all know I ain't against nothing thrifted, and I'm not like too proud to say that I won't wear it, because y'all already know. I ain't even got to go into a story about that. But it's a holiday, and it's something that he knew I wanted, yet it wasn't the real thing. Hence the reason I've never been a daddy's girl, and I never will be. I don't know what it feels like to be loved by my birth father. I don't know what it feels like to be cherished, to be like just treated like a princess. I don't know what that feels. However, I thank God every day for the blessing that I have in my husband to watch and see and witness the relationship and the bond that he has with our daughters. And of course, I experience it with my father-in-law. However, never ever can I say I experienced it with him. The one time that I did try to mend our relationship, and like I was just gonna attack it head on, I happened to be in South Florida for my grandfather's funeral, and he approached me. He was all emotional and in his feelings that day, and you know what? I was willing to forgive him, forgive all the hurt, all the pain over the years. However, it's just like, when you set your heart to allow someone in, and then they constantly are hurting you, it's so disappointing. It's like, when do I stop? When do I let it go? Well, this is what happened. Now I'm gonna really try to wrap this up and make this brief. I agreed to let's start over, let's start fresh. And y'all, it was probably like a renewing effect, because he approached me. He said, despite of everything that has happened in the past, as far as us not having a relationship, as far as us not communicating or anything like that, he really would like to put that behind us, and he would like to move forward and let's start building a relationship now. That year was the first time my daddy ever gave me cash in my hand. Cash that was over $20. Do you feel me? He gave me a crisp $100 bill and told me, happy birthday. Don't tell your mama that I gave you that. Like she's still coming for him for child support. I don't know. But, you know, I respected that. I still told my mama, y'all, later on. I sure did. I'm ride or die with May Rose. You feel me? But I really opened myself to try to create a relationship with him, which meant that if that could happen, I could create this relationship with my half-sisters and my brother. Well, couple of months went on, and he happened to ask my mother. He saw her one day and he asked her to have me call him. He wanted to know what the girls wanted for Christmas, and he wanted to send them gifts. So of course I'm excited, because that's something I never experienced with him, especially something new, y'all. Okay, I called him. I must have called him on a bad day, because he acted like what I said to him was foreign. And y'all, it hurt me so bad, because he was yelling and he was being rude and disrespectful on the phone. Like, how dare you call me asking me if I'm gonna buy these kids something? I'm like, first of all, don't ever in life talk to me like that ever again. Second, lose my phone number, because I'm not the one, okay? You asked my mama to call you. You asked her for me to call you, and that's exactly what I did. And third, you know what? I'm done trying. I'm done trying with somebody who, first of all, you only want to claim me when you are in my presence. Y'all, my father showed up to my wedding just to give me away. He showed up in the wrong damn color, and then he left. He left. So that sister that I'm telling you about, for some reason in her head, she makes it seem like it's my fault while I don't know them. And if you don't understand
the way it
why
is,
a relationship is the
and
way it is,
if
I've tried to explain, from my perspective, how I felt being on the outside, them. If you can't be open enough, open your heart and feel my pain, and feel how I felt my pain, and feel how I felt, it's like beating a dead horse. It's like beating a dead horse. I guess when you choose to love and hate me, I guess at this time hate me, I guess at this time just because choose to dislike me is a hard word. Hate is a hard word. Hate is a very hurtful thing to say, and you know, last year I decided to delete everybody, and it was like I just got tired of seeing things that I know for sure aren't true. You know, seeing them with pictures with him on Facebook and stuff, and number one dad and all of that. And I don't feel like that. But this sister, like, just like, she don't claim us. She don't, she come to town, she don't come and see us. Well, hell, your ass ain't coming to see me either. You're not making an effort to try to create and develop a relationship with me. So you know what? I guess from what you see on Facebook and social media, and I guess by you watching this video too, I guess, you know what? You will never see me for who I really am, because I'm not hateful. I'm not spiteful. You know, I don't do no tit for tat. I don't do that. It's like, you know, if you accept me, you accept me. If you don't like me, that's one thing. Definitely let it be known you don't like me, versus throwing shade at me. And I don't like it. I don't like the way it feels. I don't like, you know, feeling like the reason I can't have a relationship with them is because of him. But it's not just because of him, because if they can't open their hearts to feel how I feel, it's like you're living a lie too. It wasn't peaches and cream with me and him. I honestly can tell y'all I don't know anything about him. Only thing I know is his full name, his birthday, which I just solidified a year or two ago, okay? I don't even know my father's blood type. That's how critical it is. But it's all good. It's all good. And to say if I've ever experienced that with the sisters that I have been raised with, I can't necessarily say sibling rivalry, but I can tell you that I've experienced how a parent can definitely make a child feel like they should have sibling rivalry towards one of their siblings. And I'm going to say this. One of my sisters, her father helped raise me. And, you know, when I tell you, like, you feel the love, you know you're loved and stuff like that, completely different feeling from how I feel with my own biological father. However, when it gets to the point that now that my sister is an adult and, you know, she's a grown woman with her own life, that when you talk to her, you constantly ask about me. You want her to tell you everything that's going on with me, versus then when you call me and you talk to me, you know, you still act like I'm 5 years old, and I ain't 5. Y'all realize that, right? I ain't 5. I'm a grown woman. And like you're more happy for me than you are for your own blood daughter. And when I realized that it was like creating like a weft between me and one of my sisters, I had to be the one to recognize it and do something about it. And this is what I did. I completely cut off communication with him. Because for one, he may have raised me, and for a period of time I saw him as a father figure. Let's be honest, he's not my father. He's her father. And when my sister is feeling like he loves me more than he loves her, it's me that needs to turn it off, cut it off, and hopefully it could fix and rectify the problem for her. If y'all may ask, like, okay, well, did you tell him that? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yet he still does it, which creates an even bigger weft between him and her. Yet me and her relationship is intact. I didn't allow that to continue to happen. And I told my sister, you know, I recognized it. You know, I could see her like looking at me sideways, like, you know, he's always asking about you. You know, he's always like wanting to know how Steph is doing and stuff like this. Well, what about me? And, you know, she was going through something at the time that she really needed her father to be by her side and to have her back. And it was like once I identified it, I was the one that made the choice that my relationship with my sister is more important than her father trying to play daddy to me when he's not. So I hope I answered your question. And I know I got a little deep in this, but the one thing that I am definitely proud of myself while filming this is I haven't shed one tear. I grieved the relationship that I had with my DNA. I grieved the relationship that I thought one day I would grow to have as a grown woman. And the day that I figured out that it never was going to happen, I'm okay with it. And since I'm just putting it all out there, y'all, 3 years ago, I wrote him a letter because one day I was outside and I had just watched a movie and it just kind of had me in my feelings. And I had a piece of paper on the table and a pen. And this is all that was on the paper. Dear Daddy. Y'all, Jada came out and she looked over my shoulder and she saw, oh, Dear Daddy. She said to me, who is that? That was a reality check for me. That it's not all in my head that I don't know this man and he don't know me. But it's a reality that my children don't know him either. And I was just like, you know what? I have to write this. And y'all, I kept it simple. I said, you know what? I know we don't know each other. And here it is. Me trying again. No, we don't know each other. However, this is everything that you need to know about me. My favorite color, my favorite food, my favorite things I like to do, my hobbies, the things I dislike, the things that, you know, I cringe for, you know, the things that complete me. I poured my heart out to him in this letter. And I said, you know what? If you choose to learn anything further, here's my phone number and here's my address. I look to hear from you, whether it be via phone or mail, and let's just see where this goes. The ball is in your court. I never got a reply. I never got a phone call. I never got nothing. So when they say you grieve relationships, you really do. You grieve them. And it is like a death that has happened that you must let go. So y'all, I'm gonna go because our sister is tired and my head is starting to hurt because I'm bringing up shit that I don't want to talk about. Like I told y'all, I do a brain dump. I dump ish that's no longer important to me. I love my DNA. However, I'm not going to be the one trying to make something happen that clearly I already know in my heart that he will go to his grave just denying me. So that's why my girls mean the world to me. And if I was about to get emotional about anything, that's what it's emotional about. It's about them. So on that note, y'all, I will see y'all again same time, same place tomorrow. Y'all, my mama is turning 60 on June 4th, so y'all give a shout out to Mama Rose and tell her happy birthday, boo. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, mama. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, mama. Happy birthday. You know I love you, girl. You know I love you. I just made that up. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Good night.